it. This is where that old woman lived. What a tragedy. Ethel. She lost her entire family to the fever. Husband, and all 3 girls.
Oh, that's horrible. Is this actually a football? It looks ancient. Ugh, this is the freakiest doll I've ever seen.
Have a little respect. That is a beautiful doll. Back at the school, you said you wanted to travel. And you sounded sad.
It's silly, really.
I love silly.
I used to think I was going to dance around the world, on every continent, in every country.
You don't think that anymore?
I had to grow up.
Why? You're not going to answer me?
I did. I shrugged.
Like with your shoulders? I can't see your shoulders.
Tough luck. I'm done talking about this.
I think you're incredible.
Thank you. That's kind.
How you handle this whole situation, it's pretty amazing.
I should be afraid, I guess. But I'm not. Must be your magnetic voice.
Yeah, deep down I'm a siren.
You wanted me to go on the rocks.
You got me? Loneliness turned my heart black and bitter.
Well, I'm glad you did. I enjoy talking to you. You didn't read. Wait, do you hear that?
No, what?
Why can't you hear it?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Fuck. What's that?
Come on, honey. I want to drink this tea while it's still hot.
Mom, did you know that Rebecca from the grocery store has seen a will-o-wisp?
Has she?
Have you ever seen one?
No. Cheese or haddock sandwich?
Cheese, please. Just maybe Daddy's turn into one. A will-o-wisp, I mean.
Now you know that's not true. Daddy left. I know it's hard, but we have to accept it.
Just maybe is all. I asked Miss Jessup about will-o-wisps, but she said they're poppycock. She said there are no such things as ghosts who drift along the marshes. And the sooner I let go of such romantic notions, the better.
Oh, well, she might be right about that one.
Riley! Riley! Are you okay? What the hell just happened?
I'm not sure. I mean, you saw it too, right?
I did.
What was that?
I don't know. I do remember that little girl, though. Pixie.
Pixie.
Always running around the islands looking for adventures. Discovering new clues to grand mysteries. Her words, not mine.
A graveyard. We need to investigate this.
You're a detective now.
Oh, stop it. You know, the names, the dates. We should take a look. Archie, that sounds so sweet.
I have left the troubled ocean.
That doesn't sound so sweet. Nora Crown.
Doesn't that sound vaguely familiar to you?
It does. Her name was in that newspaper article we found back at the school.
Cordelia Crown. We know all about her.
Callum Compton.
Look at the date. 18th of June, 1833.
Same as Cordelia Crown. You think there's a connection?
It's possible.
Oh shit. It's Beatrice Parker from the school. That's so sad. Scruff.
Died in 1944. That's late.
Is that a cassette tape? No way.
A what?
Oh, I want to hear this.
I am such a silly goose sometimes. Thought the evil spirit wouldn't follow me into a church. Shut up! Maybe I've seen too many movies. God, if you're listening, this spirit is evil. Hear me? Evil. Yes, I'm talking about you. I hear him all the time. Sometimes I wish I had gone back with the others. At least I could have talked to a psychiatrist or something. Now it's just me and him. Stop! These people you talk about, they've been dead for so long. Why does it matter? I don't understand any of it. I don't care about Cordelia Crown or why she thought she needed to confess. I want a bit of peace in my head. Yes, you gave me Seabrook, but you want me to stay on that beach forever? But why? Yes, I'm listening. Father Thomas, yes. He's the one that taught you to read, I remember. So he was here when it all happened.
Was she talking to you?
Not as far as I know.
Father Thomas.
You think he knew me?
Maybe he taught you how to read.
This is about Beatrice, from the school, a cornerstone of this community. Who's it from?
Pixie.
The little girl?
I guess she grew up. Father Thomas. Cordelia Crown.
Died in 1833.
We already knew that. Cordelia Crown? Oh,
What? What does it say? Did she come to the priest?
shh. Trying to read, Josh. I'm glad we're out of there.
You don't like churches?
I don't like graveyards, especially. Did you go to church?
It was never about going to church. More about a sense of community. Everybody was always there. Even Cordelia Crown and her daughter Nora.
Did you ever meet Nora?
Probably. But I can't be sure.
Are you ever sure about anything?
Are you frowning?
What? Why?
I can't tell if you're annoyed. I can't see your face.
I'm not annoyed. It's my head. You're talking at full volume here, and I can't turn you off. And don't say you're sorry. Soldiers. Maybe the skipper was one of them.
I don't know. Not many islanders went to the First War.
Maybe he wasn't from the islands. He was a soldier.
Lewis Doyle.
He went to war.
The First War.
The horror he must have seen.
I remember that one lad. This picture's from the Second War.
So this Lewis Doyle was involved in both wars.
Whoever owned that boat had military history, that's for sure.
I wonder, though. Why did he keep that picture from the Second War? Were there many soldiers on the islands?
They were farmers, really. But they left to go be soldiers.
Untrained?
They got their training on the mainland before they were sent off to the battlefield.
How did they get there? Think they went on that boat?
I know they did. He took them. Scruff! That's right! That's what we called him!
You know this man.
Perfectly. I even remember his face, his voice, his humming, his
Josh, it's happening again.
You never send them.
They're meant to live here with me, not go out into the world.
Letters are meant to be read.
Maybe, my boy. And then again, maybe letters are just meant to be written. Huh?
I don't understand.
My gals, they're happier without me. No. They have lives, loves. I'm a sad old man who's seen more death than I care to share. And these hands, I killed with them. Can't wash that war away, no matter how many years at sea.
But those hands, they've also healed.
Healing doesn't make up for the taking of a life. There's no return from that.
Why write it all then?
I love my daughters. Think about them all the time. And I suppose I want to remind them and myself of all the good parts. Yeah, there's no sense to it. But it works for me. They have a new family now, and I have you, no? Lord knows you need someone to take care of you. Let's go find a spot for this one, my boy.
What about 3 sisters?
3 sisters. Yes, that works beautifully.
Scruff. That was Scruff. Exactly like I remember him.
I didn't see you. You weren't there.
I was already dead.
You were in his head, too.
Another letter.
Why does he keep hiding them? He should have sent them.
26th of September 1939. My sweets, as you've probably heard, war has struck again. We humans never seem to learn from our mistakes. During the First War, I was a medic, and my mission was to save the boys. But there were so many I couldn't help. Sometimes I had to make a choice over who should live and who should die. I essentially killed one to save another. The smell of death, the bodies, the blood, the screams of agony. They never let you go. I wish I could imprint all that upon these young boys who are enlisting. Their lives are never going to be the same. I cannot make them see. Instead, they're filled with excitement for the adventures they believe are ahead. I know no way to help, so I take them. My boat and I deliver them to the front line. My friend Carrie told me the myth of Carol, the ferryman to the river Styx. I feel like I too am delivering these boys to the underworld. All I can offer is a safe passage, but I cannot save them. In these dark days, I don't know if I can save Josh either. My head is a swirl, and I'm no closer to having an answer. That boy is my heart, and I have to help him. I'm so sorry to have written such a grim letter. I only make it through these times knowing you are in the world, your loving father.
Ready or not, he could have ended this.
He didn't have a choice.
No, he didn't. He should have faced his kids, shared his sorrow. Do you know who this is?
Archibald O'Sullivan. We called him Archie. A gardener. At the lodge, I think.
These are beautiful pictures, but why did he put them up here?
He must have found something there. That's not Scruff's handwriting.
Where'd he get these notes? Is this about you? A receipt for bottles.
That name Compton. We've seen it before.
In the graveyard.
Callum Compton.
Do you see that date?
June 18th?
I'm sure I've seen it before. Why did he think that place was so important? What happened there?
Murder. Here on the islands.
Oh my god! Josh! Look! That's your name. Kerry was feeding him.
Let's say they fed each other. He'd go fishing or hunting boar. He missed his girl so much.
Then why didn't he go home? Is this him, Scruff?
Yeah, and that's Carrie. Thick as thieves, those two.
No label, no nothing. Was he making his own liquor?
No, they look older. At least 19th century?
I really don't get why he buried his letters in these. His daughters probably thought he was dead.
And he liked it better like that.
He never finished this one. Must have died suddenly.
From a broken heart. Literally. His heart failed. Still, he refused to leave me.
I'm sorry. Everything in there. It's as if he was conducting his own investigation.
You mean I've been through this before?
I think Scruff was looking for you in the history of these islands, yeah.
Why am I still here then?
Maybe he died before he could finish it? The pictures and the drawings. Do they mean anything to you?
What do you mean?
The drawing of that man. So much pain in his eyes. What's wrong with this place? Why are so many people so sad?
There's happy people. I'm happy.
You're dead.
They're all dead.
I know that.
Anyway, I don't know that man. Or why Scruff put him up there on his wall.
So, Scruff lived here mid-20th century. And he investigated your death.
My death? I don't like it when you say it out loud like that.
I know this isn't an easy topic for you. We have to think about what that means.
It means that not everything I remember happened when I was alive.
And that there may have been others that you could talk with.
We should find them.
Josh? I have a little confession to make. I'm actually glad I met you.
Oh, all right. I think you just made me blush. Whose journal is this?
Nora.
That's Pixie's mother.
Yeah, the woman from the picnic.
And from the eulogy in the priest's notebook. Remember?
She was married.
Always. My love.
That sounds nice. I'd like that. Always. Coleridge. His words get me every time.
I wandered lonely as a cloud.
That floats on high o'er vales and hills. That's Wordsworth.
I like him better.
Is that hair?
Yes. To remember the deceased. . 'Cause 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 ' remember Nora on that beach, with her daughter Pixie.
It was their home.
What are you thinking?
It's so weird that you're in my head, but you can't know what I'm thinking.
You should be glad. So, what's on your mind?
That lock of hair? Nana. Who is she?
Her grandmother, I presume.
I know that. Who is the grandmother? The granddaughter is Pixie, right?
Yes, she lived in that house with her mum.
Is she a crown too, then? Is she Pixie Crown?
And that makes her the granddaughter of Cordelia Crown.
I love you, Tig. You know that. You and me, we're both fighters. So you're gonna have to be strong without me. You're gonna have to keep watch. Make sure no one enters this beach without me knowing about it, okay? Might be Daddy. And I might not be here. And I can't miss him. I can't not talk to him, or he might leave again. But if I tell him I love him, if I tell him I'm sorry, then he'll stay. I know he will. Okay, Tig? I'll be back before nightfall, so you're not alone. I know you're scared of the dark.
First of July 1941. My sweet Elfins, today I found a letter from a young girl called Pixie, whose father left the islands many years ago. She is filled with longing and searches for him continuously. How her story broke my heart. Have I caused you, my daughters, such immense sorrow? Am I the cause for tears? I too sailed away and left you behind. Know that leaving you was the hardest thing I've ever done. Know that my love for you is the one thing that keeps me strong. There's nothing I can say to make it right. I just hope you forgive me. And in truth, I hope you've forgotten me, so that I do not bring you such sorrow. Your loving father.
I don't believe this guy.
He's a man with regrets.
Unable to fix his mistakes. You like him?
I get him.